as we're
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
the host with the most. Or that's the ghost with the most.
howdy, partners.
Listen up.
What's up, everybody? Tonight we're going to do something a little fun, and I got my friend the Solus Trench Coat and
Hey,
Ethel Cross joining me, and we're going to be discussing some westerns, and I'm going to start off with one of my favorite westerns, and that was Lonesome Dove.
Oh,
I know it sounds weird coming from this guy, but I just loved the acting and the story that you got from Lonesome Dove. Robert Duvall is fantastic in that movie, and the great storytelling that movie gives you, and the cinematography in that movie is just so fantastic. I thoroughly enjoy it, even though it has like a running time of like 8 hours. I I don't mind that because it keeps me thoroughly entertained.
mhm.
like that's the point. Gotta entertain you. You know, it's like why we go to see these movies and these westerns in particular. Like they always come with a moral message, and you have that constant theme of the stranger riding in and saving the town. It's not every one of them, but
Yeah,
it's
it's a
usually
good chunk of them.
Oh, hell yeah.
And
totally.
again, what made Lonesome Dove so great is it was made for television, so you didn't have to pay admission price. You could just sit at home, make some popcorn, and thoroughly enjoy it at your own leisure.
Oh, nice.
Well, it was that time where westerns were still really big on television.
hmm So, Trenchy, I'm gonna open the floor to you. What are some of your favorite westerns, TV shows, games, whatever?
Uh, my favorite Western film of all time is True Grit. Not the remake, though the remake wasn't bad, but the one with John Wayne. Like I just love the character of Rooster Cogburn, man. He's a fucking badass. Like he's just this old grumpy badass. Like dude, and it's just funny as fuck. Okay.
Yeah, I love True Grit. And I love most of John Wayne's old westerns. Big
Yeah.
Jake is one of my favorites.
Mhm. I gotta see more of his work. I've seen a little bit, but I gotta see some more of John Wayne stuff.
Yeah, because that's like what he's known for, you know, is westerns. That's like his most notable roles were in westerns.
Mm-hmm. And him and Clint, man,
So,
him and Clint.
so Ethel, what is some of your favorite westerns?
All right. Well, I've mentioned this in a previous video I did for the 10 for 10 tag, where I actually picked western as a category, and that was just so I could talk about Hondo, which is my favorite western movie.
It's a
Because
great
you
movie.
got John Wayne saving the day. You got that little bit of that romantic element between him and the single mother in there, and like it's nice. It's nice.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I dig it. And I also like for television shows. I was telling you earlier out back in the back room. I really like the High Chaparral. I watch that pretty much every day because got that on
High
TV.
Chaparral was fantastic. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
One of the shows that doesn't get a whole lot of mention, and I thought it was really good. Wasn't great, but it was really good. Was The Young Riders.
Oh shit, I haven't seen that. Sounds cool.
Think of what you would get if you took the characters from Young Guns and put them in the 90s. It's really good, Trenchy.
I like Young Guns. Like the 90s.
Hey, Art.
Sounds like a
If I have to leave again, I'll be right back. So yeah.
You're good.
Well, I was just posing the question of what is. I got Trenchy and Ethel's Western movies and shows. What's yours?
Oh, I fucking missed it already. Yeah, come back to me on that.
All right. Here's another one of my favorite Western movies, and again, it's not only gets talked about. Little Big Man with Dustin Hoffman, where you have Dustin Hoffman playing both sides of a character where he's raised by Indians, but he's a white man.
Yeah.
And it's just it's one of those stories where the characters just draw you in, and you're like, I want to be, that was my whole thing growing up. I wanted to be, a cowboy. Even had the cap gun with the holster and everything.
Hop along, Mark.
Yeah, pretty much. But as far as Westerns go, like I was telling Trenchy earlier, I really have a fondness for Sam Peckinpah movies and series because his storytelling is so good. It's just I've read a few of his books. You feel like you're really in the old West when you watch a Sam Peckinpah movie.
Yeah. Nice. I like some of Jack Nicholson westerns. He had a couple.
What was that, Art?
I like Jack Nicholson's westerns. He had a couple.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me ask you guys this, and I'll start with you, Art. Who's your favorite actor that you've ever seen in a Western?
Probably Jack Nicholson or Clint Eastwood.
Oh.
I didn't know Jack Nicholson made that many Westerns, but
he was in a bunch of experimental, weird acid westerns.
Ethel, who are some of your favorites in?
Well, I really liked. Like I said earlier, I liked John Wayne in Hondo, and down, he'll be back.
No,
Oh,
yeah,
he's back.
he came right back.
I really like Bruce Campbell when he was in Briscoe County Jr. I don't know if you guys saw that TV show,
Yeah,
but
Bruce Campbell was great in Briscoe County Jr.
that was sort of like a modern western with lots of pop culture, and it had a little science fiction element in there, which I enjoy.
Yeah, I like Lord Bowler from Briscoe County Jr.
Oh yeah, Jules Carey. He was great in that role.
He was. I love Julius J. Carey.
Also, it's actually more of a like Western comedy, but City Slickers
Yeah.
with Billy Crystal.
I like City Slickers. You had Jack Palance as Curly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like number 2 also, The Hunt for the Gold.
But yeah,
Yeah.
Hunt for Curly Gold.
French. Who are some of your favorite actors in westerns?
Well, obviously John Wayne isn't my favorite Western movie, but if we're going favorite actor overall, I gotta go Clint Eastwood, man. Can't go wrong with the man with no name. All three of those movies are fucking good, man. The first two get ignored. They're so good.
Jim Book says that his favorite movie of all time is The Searchers, which is another a great John Wayne movie.
Oh, fuck yeah. I forgot about that one.
I have to see that.
That is a great movie, Jim Book. I think my favorite John Wayne movie, besides Big Jake, would have to be The Cowboys. Just a great, you got a young Richard Cunningham, or not? Yeah, Ron Howard, basically.
Have y'all said Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid yet?
No, we haven't even mentioned Sundance and Butch and Sundance.
That's a good one.
That's a great movie. Got Robert Redford.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No. Yeah, man, can't forget Young Guns, man. Not
1 and 2.
but that has one of the best songs for a Western movie ever. Blaze of Glory, man. That's the shit.
I've seen both of those, Leroy. I've seen The Cowboys and I've seen The Shootist. They're both really good.
Oh, sorry.
No, I was done. I thought, go ahead.
I was going to say, Art had mentioned comedies, and of course, you'd be remiss if you don't mention Blazing Saddles.
Oh, yeah.
I love Blazing Saddles.
That's one of my favorite Mel Brooks movies, if not my favorite.
That movie is glorious.
Too bad we'll never get to see the TV show. They should just
I like Giant with James Dean too. So, it's sort of westerny.
Sort of, kind of.
What is it, Trench?
I said James Dean did a western.
Giant's kind of westerny.
Ah.
He was a cowboy in it, sort of.
I don't think I've seen it, but I'll have to check it out. But
and of course, you got you also got Last of the Mohegans. That's a western.
that was a great movie.
That movie's underrated. But like that movie hits hard.
That's a great movie. I've seen McClintock with Maureen O'Hara. That's about as comedy as you get with John Wayne. Oh, here we go. Here's the man.
Howdy.
Oh,
Hey,
Reach for the sky, Pilgrim.
Sorry, I wasn't feeling too well, and I took some stuff and I cleared myself up. So what I miss? Are you guys on?
I was just getting everybody's favorite character, or favorite actors in westerns.
Has to be Clint Eastwood. Has to be Clint.
I like Clint Eastwood. Trinchy said the same thing. That Clint Eastwood was his go-to guy for westerns, and I'm not going to dispute that word.
I mean, the Man with No Name trilogy. I haven't seen a lot of Clint's westerns, but I've seen the Man with No Name trilogy, and all three of those movies rock.
But have you seen Lone Plains Drifter or Pale Rider? Or the
No,
Outlaw Josie Wales?
Pale Rider
no.
is fantastic.
Mark, Josie Wales, Clint had one-liners before fucking Arnie and Sly, what's your occupation, son? Bounty hunter. Dying ain't much of a way to make a living. I love some of those lines. You gotta pull those pistols or whistle Dixie.
You gonna pull those pistols, or are you just gonna stand there and whistle Dixie?
Yeah. there's a brilliant bit where there's this Indian guy who's palling around with him, and he turns to him and goes, "Hey, you wouldn't want to hang around with me. People I get to like and don't last very long." And the Indian guy's like, "Yeah, people you get to not like and don't last very long either." So I'm safer with you. Eastwood's brilliant.
Yeah, to answer your question, Leroy, I've seen a lot of John Wayne films.
Rio Bravo. That Lee Van
Rio Bravo is
Cleef.
fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
But I think for myself, Clint Eastwood is right up there at number one, and Charles Bronson he made some great westerns.
Mm-hmm.
But what I was saying earlier, and I wish you were here, is Peckinpah was the Quentin Tarantino of that generation.
Oh, Peckinpah and Leone, they realized that the romanticism of the West in the late 50s, early 60s was absolute bullshit. Because if you look at the actual historical West, while Bill Hickok, this famed gunfighter, was shot in the back of the head while playing cards. There was only one guy, there was only one member of the Cowboys armed with a firearm at the OK Corral. The Earps essentially massacred those guys. It wasn't a fair fight. A lot of these times it wasn't a fair fight.
Yeah, you get the notion of the showdown at high noon, which it almost never was at high noon, and they never stood 70, 80 feet apart like that. It was most shootouts happened you were 5 feet away.
Yeah. You duck behind a horse, or you're ducked behind a fucking building, or you'd get up close and the two guys would pepper each other, or if one of them was lucky or unlucky, the gun would jam. Yeah, they totally did away with the romanticism of the Western. I mean, our heroes at the start of the Wild Bunch end up running down a bunch of Mormons or Templars in a fucking parade, and they leave one of their ilk to die. And it's these guys, in order to survive back then, you had to be absolutely fucking ruthless.
Yeah. And
honor or code of the West, per se,
Yeah, Junebug brings up a great point. The great composer for all the Man with No Name movies was you know, Marcone.
Ennio
Without that,
Morricone.
yeah,
Yeah.
without that that soundtrack to that movie, I don't think they're as good as.
Hmm.
Mark, did you ever see a movie, the last kind of proper Western, although a lot of people say Duck You Sucker was his last Western, but Once Upon a Time in the West with Charles
Mhm,
Bronson?
mhm.
You know, at the start where the three guys were supposed to meet Bronson and he kills him, that was supposed to be Lee Van Cleef, Clint Eastwood, and Eli Wallach, and he was going to kill them all. He was essentially killing off his older characters because this was his last Western.
Yeah, I remember that.
But yeah, I love that, and I love nobody watches Duck You Sucker. Have you seen that one, Mark?
I've seen it, but it's been a while since I've seen it.
So if anyone who hasn't seen it, there an IRB, because it was before the IRA, an IRB bomber runs away from Ireland because he's wanted by the British and teams up with a bandit to rob a bank. And there's Rod Steiger is in it, and there's this brilliant bit where Rod Steiger has James Coburn at gunpoint, and before he can shoot him, James Coburn has this big like duster, and he pulls it back, and there's all kinds of weird bottles hanging off it, and he's like, "I wouldn't do that if I were you." Best worst Irish accent ever. I love that. I love Coburn accent. I wouldn't do that if I were you, because if you shoot me, I'll fall. And if I fall, you'll have to change all the maths. And he just puts puts a bit of nitroglycerin from the bottle in the stick and throws it on the ground, explodes. I'm like, yeah, that's a way to introduce a character. But yeah, I love that. More people need to watch that movie. Have you seen it, Trench?
So some of the other stuff you missed to bring you up is I got everybody's favorite Western movie and TV show.
Oh, has Deadwood been brought up actually, Mark?
Oh,
Deadwood
Nobody
is
is-
awesome.
yeah, Deadwood was great.
Like if you want something that's kind of like if you liked Rome or Game of Thrones, if you want something a bit kind of classical but with a bit of hard edge, check out Deadwood.
Nice.
That's always a good one to mention. I always for TV shows in addition to High Chaparral, I always liked Wanted Dead or Alive too. Steve McQueen.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Have you seen Gunsmoke?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know the guy, the lead in Gunsmoke was also the creature in the original Thing from Another World, James Arness. Because he
yeah.
was so tall. Trying to think. What else?
That would
Young
be
Riders.
interesting.
Does anyone remember Young Riders with Josh
I
Brolin?
brought that up earlier.
Oh,
I love
okay.
that show. That show was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't mentioned Tombstone yet, Junebug.
Oh. Or Maverick.
I prefer Maverick the TV show over Maverick the movie. Don't get me wrong, Mel Gibson is a great actor, but he was not meant to play Maverick.
It was a fun movie, and I like the fact they even had a cameo by Danny Glover. Like they bump into each other, and it's like, I know you from somewhere.
Yeah. And since we're talking movies and TV shows that both got made, you can't pick Wild Wild West the movie over Wild Wild West the TV show.
Great.
Robert Urich is fucking Jim West, or James West, whichever one it was.
I can't believe they didn't have the train in the movie.
They did.
Yeah,
I thought they did have the train with all the gadgets.
I don't remember the train in the movie. Did they have
They
the train?
They had the train in the
Yeah,
movie.
it was their HQ.
Yeah. Because they were on the train tracks.
For some reason, I don't remember it being a big part of the movie. Maybe it's just me. Like, I gotta rewatch that. Will Smith.
They pressed the button and the pool table flipped over and there was like rifles and shotguns and stuff, and there was an ejector chair, and like the train could go super fast.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I friggin' memory hold that. I remember that spider though, and I remember the ridiculous guy with the wheelchair and stuff.
You don't remember when it showed Salma Hayek's ass on the train? She was wearing the
Yeah,
How can
the
you
long
not?
John
How
pants.
can you not remember that scene?
I
guess
they
I
put
forgot
that
about
same
the train.
mechanical pandemonium on the train.
I'm trying to think what else. Like more modern movies. You got Tombstone. Has anyone seen Posse with Mario Van Peebles?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one.
I liked it. I just didn't see how Stephen Baldwin was gonna fit with everybody in that crowd.
Yeah, not only did they get like they got the whitest guy possible to star in a monthly black cast. It was like we'll get the most surfer looking fucking dude available.
I think that would have been great casting, June Buck, if they got Robin Williams in as Artemis Gordon in Wild Wild West.
Do you guys remember Silverado with Kevin Costner, Jeff Goldblum? That had a fucking awesome cast. Danny Glover,
That was
Brian Dennehy.
For that era, that was an all-star cast.
Yeah, John Cleese. Fucking like that cast was awesome. Have you seen Silverado, Ethel?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you gotta watch it. Awesome.
Does anyone here remember Bite the Bullet besides me?
Is that the one with Charles Bronson? And it's basically Moby Dick retold for his hunting a white buffalo.
Yep. No, that was
one's
White
cool.
Buffalo. That was White Buffalo. Bite the Bullet with West. But the White Buffalo was fantastic.
There is a Western I watch, and it's not Peckinpah, but it's definitely from Peckinpah era. Ethel, who played Murphy Brown?
Oh, that was Candice Bergen.
Yeah. So there's a movie where she's kidnapped by Sioux, the Sioux Nation, and she witnesses a massacre of the tribe a week after the battle at Little Bighorn. It's called Soldier Blue, and it is probably one of the most harrowing westerns you could ever watch. But by God, it's fucking really well shot.
Oh,
you seen that one, Mark?
Yeah.
There's like a famous poster of a naked Native American girl with like a fucking a bind knot around her throat and around her wrists and her ankles, and it's on the poster. It's like it fucking just sticks with you. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's really graphic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, Junebug. John Ford did create westerns pretty much right there at the same time Peckinpah was coming out with his.
I think Ford still had a romanticism for him, whereas I don't know. Also, one theory I have is the Vietnam War as well. Kind of affected director's view on the American zeitgeist and the heroic look at America.
We can talk about it, but I never played Custard's Last Stand, Junebug.
Oh God, Jesus Christ! No! Wait, Junebug. Do you mean Custer's Revenge? Do you mean Custer's Revenge? Mark, did I tell you about Custer's Revenge?
No.
Okay, so the game essentially is there's a naked Native American woman tied to a cactus. You're Custer with a hard on, and you have to go from left to right to the screen, avoiding arrows, so you can impregnate her.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely.
That's fucked
It
up,
was one of
man.
those. It was one of those rhymy sex games that came out for the Atari in the late 70s, early 80s. There was another one called Beat 'em and Eat 'em, where like guys are wanking out a window and you play a prostitute who has to gobble their gobs as they're coming out the window.
Yeah.
Sweet.
That
Just
one you
like
told me
in
about.
West.
And I can see why Atari went out of business. But they were producing stuff like that.
Like you've got games like that, yet ET is buried in the fucking desert.
They also had the Leisure Suit Larry. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
but Art, Leisure Suit Larry. Yeah, it was risky, but it was fucking PG in comparison to some of those games.
I mean, Leisure Shoot Larry was good, but it's no beat 'em and eat 'em, that's for sure.
There's another one where you play Night Prowler, and it's really sus. You just play a guy who breaks into houses and jumps on women, and you have to break out of prison if you're caught. It's really like the subject matter is essentially you're a fucking serial rapist and you're going around the neighborhood and you have to pick the type of houses.
I'm tripping.
Prince is going to
That was
play this on his OnlyFans, Junebug says.
No, I'm not. Like, no, I'm not doing that in the name of the Native Americans and General Custer.
No, he's going to play Beat 'em and Eat 'em in real life.
What?
But since Junebug brought up video games, that was, I'm going to open it with saying that whole Red Dead franchise is great.
Oh yeah.
What about Gun?
I liked Gun. To me, Red Dead was more
Yeah,
polished.
you had fucking oh Christ, he was the Punisher in the Thomas Jane as Colt in the Gun game. Mark, who do you prefer, John or Bill in the Red Dead games? In the later Red Dead games.
I was, for me, in the later Red Dead games, it's got to be John all the way.
Yeah. Art, you ever play any of the Red Dead games?
Yeah.
John or Bill?
I like John.
Yeah. Like, and his son, when like, I'm not giving away spoilers, but later on you end up playing as his son, and because of the prior events of the game, because I like the character, I like character so much, and I wanted him to progress, and I wanted him to like have his farm and stuff. I done everything to the letter of the law. I would try to be a good man, and then when that kind of twist happened in the game, when I took over as Jack, I was just like, fuck this, the system doesn't work. I'm just going to be an absolute prick.
Did you ever play the Undead Nightmare one?
Oh yeah.
That
I
was good.
I don't admit I felt so bad when I ended up finding out I'd killed all the Sasquatch and they weren't actually evil.
I'm the last
Yeah.
one. Just leave me be.
I don't eat
What?
babies. Who says I
don't.
eat babies?
He's like, it's like poor Trench.
I just mercy killed him.
I don't
man.
eat babies.
I
That
felt
would
bad.
actually
And I
be
mercy killed him.
pretty-
I'm like, he's the
that would
best
actually be
kind.
great. June. June said, "I want to see a video game of the Man with No Name series." That would be fucking fantastic.
Oh,
We nearly got a Mark. We actually nearly got a Dirty Harry game for the PS2. It was
That would
like,
have been awesome.
it was a month away from development, and it had Christopher Plummer and Lawrence Fishburne voicing two of the bad guys.
That would have been awesome.
We almost had a Taxi Driver game.
yeah.
Oh god.
They have screenshots and shit for it and stuff too, like it was being made. And like,
Was it Rockstar? I wonder. It was probably Rockstar.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, because Rockstar
It
did
wasn't
the
Rockstar,
face.
that's for sure.
Have you guys seen a Korean Western called The Good, the Bad, and the Weird?
No.
No.
I call
Nope.
it a noodle Western. It's pretty cool. Essentially, the Chinese are a bandit, a bounty hunter, and a mercenary are trying to beat the Chinese army to treasure, and it's pretty cool. If you get a chance, check it out. It's awesome.
Junebug says he wants to see that plus and make it a good sequel to The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. On the Man with No Name series.
I mean, that trilogy.
Hey, Blondie, you know what you are? You're a piece of Art Stanton. Art Stanton.
What'd you guys
I
think of the historical and cultural inaccuracies of the old Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman show? What'd you guys think of that?
Look, if Jane Seymour wants to come into a western town and cure people, I'm grand so long as I can see those fucking ankles. That's all I'm gonna say.
Like,
Yeah,
there's no
ankles.
way that they would have stood for that in the real West, and there's no way the Indians would have listened to a damn thing she had to say.
I was about to say, if Jane Seymour walked into an Indian camp saying, "I can cure you of your ills," they would say, "You come with us. You be Broodmare."
But
I like the fact Sully looks like someone from the front of a Mills and Boon fucking novel. This blonde.
Yeah.
This dude had the most lustrous hair. Like, fuck. Why is his hair so nice back then?
I
Like,
didn't realize they had Pantene back in the Old West.
oh
Right?
yeah. So shiny.
But maybe the Indians, I'm just thinking, maybe the Indians listened to Jane Seymour because she could cure their crepey skin when they had when they got older. You guys must have seen those ads, right? No,
Yeah.
probably
No.
not. Just me.
No, I saw him.
The crepe away, or what is it? What is it, Mark? Is it crepe away, crepe erase,
Something like
crepey
that.
space, crepey face? She's like, I'm 78, blah blah blah. It's like, yeah, thank you, Jane. You're a lot older than that, but that's okay.
Oh, for like aloe vera, like for fucking Dove and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she's selling this stuff that supposedly it'll make you not have like
Wrinkles.
stretch marks or crepey skin. Yeah.
Oh,
Is she
I thought
like
it was
in the-
Native
in the-
Americans that were doing the fucking advert. I was like, the fuck?
No, she's doing the ad, and it's like this is the only thing she's done since that damn show. Fuck.
She was good in.
I don't know. I
Wedding
had to
Crashers.
make one.
Which one
Oh
was it?
yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I forgot
Wedding
about
Crashers.
pictures.
Call me Cash. Call me Kitty Cash. And Vince Vaughn is tied to the bed. She essentially rapes Vince Vaughn.
Oh, the booby king fuck if you wanted me to.
I got some motorboat action. Yeah, oh, you motorboat son of a bitch, you. I love that line. But, yeah, like, the thing is, Westerns are a genre that can be, like, you can hybridize them onto, like, science fiction, obviously. You can hybridize them onto horror, like the Bone Tomahawk, the Grim Prairie Tales, fucking The
Trevor's
Original Tree
Silver.
from Hell.
Ravenous was a horror western before there was a horror western.
Yeah, that was incredibly loosely based on the Donner Party.
Yeah, the Donner Party. Well acted though. I enjoyed it.
It was cool. Okay.
They make good comedy.
Guy Pearce taking himself and fucking Robert Carlyle out in that massive bear trap.
Yeah, that was one of the main things I liked about that movie. Was it didn't, you know, it didn't hide the gore.
No, it did not.
High Plains Drifter is great, but it's one of my favorite Clint Eastwood movies, or Clint Eastwood westerns.
I like the fact it solidifies that, like, one, you don't know who the fuck Clint Eastwood's supposed to be, and two, this is our hero, and 5 minutes coming into the town, he ends up raping this woman that gives him a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
whoa, fuck.
Yeah, that's why you. That's why I like it for all those reasons. Clint's hero, but he's not. He's a scoundrel.
The anti-hero. Probably my favorite Western of his was directed by him. I do like the Leone ones, but I think fucking Unforgiven is a masterpiece.
Unforgiven is great. It's really good. Again,
you just jumping on there, man. He should have goddamn armed himself. It's like,
yeah.
fuck.
And again, look at the cast you had in that movie: Morgan Freeman, Clint Eastwood, Gene Hackman.
Hackman.
Richard Harris as English Bob.
Yep.
You're a bunch of fucking animals. He's being dragged away in the stage. Going, bunch of fucking animals.
That's another movie that we talked about. A Man Called Horse.
Yeah, that was another true movie as well.
I just, again, there's so many westerns. You could just sit here all, you know. We never brought up The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance either.
Did you see a one with Bronson called Chanto's Land, where his wife and kids are killed?
I watched that this morning, actually. I watched that this morning.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
That's basically Charles Bronson playing Paul Kersey in a western.
Yeah.
Just the opening scene is so reminiscent of Death Wish. Especially when the sheriff's sitting there.
Oh, sorry, Mark.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No. I'm getting too fucking excited about westerns, and I don't want to. I keep on fucking interrupting you.
I was just going to say that the opening scene with the sheriff is browbeating fucking Charles Bronson, and he just sticks his gun under his jacket and says, "Bang!" Just fucking sheriff right at your ass.
Mark, what's the one where Charles Bronson's a cowboy and he teams up with a samurai?
Red Sun.
Yeah.
That is like my all-time favorite Charles Bronson. It's so, again, it's like two different cultures meeting for the right purpose.
I fucking I had some prick tell me, oh, Shanghai Noon is a remake of that. I'm like, fuck off! Isn't it arse?
What's Red Sun?
It was like before Rush Hour. The samurai was on the coming from Japan on a quest for honor, and fucking he ends up getting killed, and Charles Bronson takes over his quest for him.
Yeah, isn't some katana stolen or something?
Oh, that also reminds me of the John Carpenter Ghosts of Mars. Kind of is kind of Western. Has a Western feel to it.
That's a Western setup, and it's set in space.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But it has the elements of it. You got the convict, the outlaw guy that's on the train, and he like gets out, and he has to end up helping. It's just a.
And you have Pam Grier in leather.
Is that your favorite part, Mark?
Pam Grier in anything skimpy is great.
Oh, there's a brilliant one fucking that's like the Wild Bunch, but it's not as grim and dark. It's called The Professionals. Lee Marvin, Woody Strode, fucking, oh Christ, I forget his name. William Holden. Basically, they have to rescue back this cattle baron's wife from fucking Jack Palance, and it turns out she doesn't want to be rescued, and the cattle baron has actually been killing the peasants. And the bandit isn't really a bandit. He's trying to fucking save him. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I remember that.
I think Ursula Andrews is in that one as well. And there's a famous scene where, like, these fucking American soldiers who have guns, like, they're on a train, and she's in the middle of the track underneath the water tower, just bollock naked, like, washing herself. And all the soldiers get off and they're like, yeah, hey, baby. And all the boys come out of the front and just fucking open up on them. It's brilliant. And she has a shotgun next to her. She starts fucking, she's bollock naked. She's just fucking flailing away with the shotgun. Like, it's brilliant.
That's a very Ursula Andress role to have right there.
Yeah.
What, her naked with a shotgun?
Her naked in any movie, pretty much. That's like what she's known for.
Yeah, it's called The Professionals. Who's the other?
I think one of my favorite ones that nobody really ever talks about is Conager with Sam Elliott.
Oh yeah.
What's that one about, Mark?
It's kind of I want to say Man with No Name-ish, but a little different. And you know, Sam Elliott is this guy. He's a scoundrel through and through. And
Thanks, Junebug. That's the name. Burt Lancaster. Thanks, Junebug. Sorry.
But yeah, it's one of the few Sam Elliott movies where he's not the voice of reason. Sam Elliott is a fucking asshole in this movie.
Oh,
he's not a nice man at all. He's like this fucking It's not. He's not a cattle baron, but he's more like just. He's like a fucking land snatcher. That's what he gets off on that shit.
Mark, have you seen Missouri Breaks with Jack Nicholson and Marlon Brando? Have we talked about it?
No, not off the top of my head. I haven't seen it.
So, Jack Nicholson, Harry Dean Stanton, Randy Quaid, they're a gang of cattle thieves, and they're really good, and they kind of have a code where they won't kill anyone. And this cattle baron hires a cross. It's weird. Apparently it was Marlon Brando's idea. A cross-dressing Native American played by Marlon Brando to hunt them down. And it's just fucking crazy. But in the finish, like, he's so cruel killing them. Jack Nicholson gets out of fucking cattle rustling, but his friends are killed horribly. And like he in the end of the movie, it's very anticlimactic because like Marlon Brando thinks he's like fucking hot shit. He thinks he no one can sneak up on him. He's asleep, and Jack Nicholson he literally lies on top of him. And every time he kills someone, Marlon Brando's like, "This is the sound of your heart beating. This is the sound of a gunshot." Jack Nicholson leans over him and goes, "This is the sound of your throat being cut," and just literally fucking slits his neck clean open.
You do it like the Jack.
Yeah.
This is the sound of your throat being cut.
Gosh. But it's pretty cool if you get a chance. Missouri Breaks. Not many people watch it. It's a bit weird because like Marlon Brando is just like he's Native American with an Irish accent and wears women's clothing from time to time. Like there's a bit where he's shooting a bunch of guys and he's wearing like a gingham dress and a bonnet, and you're like, okay. Trying to think what else.
Well, since we're talking,
Western.
Nobody has brought up Ring of Roses with where it's like it's like guns, but it's all females.
Oh.
Is Matt McCoy in that one?
No. Louis Mandylor is.
Okay.
Anyone talked about the remake of True Grit with
Jeff Bridges?
What's his name? Jeff
That
Bridges.
one's good.
Yeah.
But it's not as good as the original, but Hallie Steinfeld kills it, man. She's really dope.
I like her as an actress.
I actually like Matt Damon as well as the fucking bumbling
Lucky
Texas Ranger.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they don't kill him in that one.
Character.
That movie does not exist, says Junebug.
I mean, it's not a bad remake,
Which
actually.
one?
The first one will always be my favorite to me, because that's my favorite Western is the first True Grit. But the remake wasn't bad at all. I think it did good moments.
I saw it in the theater. The remake.
Though Jeff Bridges will never be Rooster Cogburn, though. He tried, though.
He's done his own Rooster Cogburn. Jeff Bridges can do a fucking cool cowboy.
Yeah,
he was badass.
He was great in Wild Bill.
Yeah, he was cool.
He was great.
I think David Carradine in Deadwood is the best portrayal of Wild Bill.
Emily should have Rooster Cogburn, says Junebug. In the remake, maybe, but you can't never say that anyone besides John White should play Rooster Cogburn.
Mark, have you seen the man who killed Hitler and then Bigfoot with Sam Elliott?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's a cool movie.
That's a fantastic movie.
I gotta see that.
It's funny as hell.
The man who killed Hitler, and then Bigfoot.
Yeah, essentially.
I don't always do
Bigfoot
exciting
was hit.
stuff, but when I do, I drink to six.
Yeah, Junebug, I meant that. Good for you. Good man. You can correct me. Good man. There's a lot of carradines.
I hate.
They don't die. They
Can't
multiply. They babies kids.
Can't mention
Go ahead,
westerns and David Carradine without mentioning kung fu as well.
True.
Yeah.
Kung Fu was huge.
But it was Kung Fu.
Gotta mention it.
Yeah, Kung Fu was martial arts set in the Old West.
Yeah, it was awesome.
No, what was the Western martial arts movie with Jackie Chan and the one guy? Was it
Shanghai Noon.
Shanghai? Yeah.
Shanghai Noon. Shanghai Noon.
That's Jackie Chan.
No.
and Owen Wilson.
I don't remember if that was any good or not.
It's good. I liked it. I had fun with it.
It's enjoyable.
Jackie Chan and are funny as well together.
Yeah.
But hell, you put Jackie Chan with anybody and they're gonna fucking die laughing.
I mean, Owen Wilson's a good actor. He's not.
We needed to see some Predators with some cowboys. Or some kind of old
You
things.
might get it. You might get Predators with Native Americans if this fucking lawsuit doesn't go through.
That's what they say.
Well, did you hear they casted someone to the movie, Marty? You hear that?
Yeah, they did. They did, but again,
Yeah.
they still have to start shooting, and the fucking the kind of lawsuit might be pushed forward by the fucking Thomas brothers. So it's still up in the air. Hopefully, I think June 13th they're supposed to start shooting, and if they don't get their lawsuit in a particular time, they can start shooting, and they won't be able to stop it then once they start.
Yeah, I hope it goes through because I like the actress, so and it looks like it's gonna be a cool movie.
What else has she been in? Because I don't recognize her.
Oh, she was in Legion, man. She was the silent badass in Legion. Like, she wasn't the blonde chick or the Shadow King, but she was
Oh
like
yeah, no,
the
she's an
silent.
actual Native American. She's an actual Native American actress. I think I was talking to Coriander about it because obviously she's vested interest in it, and she was happy that they were getting a proper Native American actress.
Let's face it. We just need a Keith David Western.
He turned up in The Quick and the Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that wasn't like him as an actual lead, though. That was him playing a bit part in that movie.
And was he in Posse, the first Posse as well?
Not sure.
I think he was. There was a sequel. There was a sequel as well, Posse Los Locos, and fucking Ethel might enjoy this. Basically, the Mario Van Peebles ends up getting picked up by a caravan of psychiatric patients that end up taking over a town, and one of the psychiatric patients is played by Odo from DS9.
Oh, sweet!
Quark! Quark!
Hurrah!
Quark! But yeah, he plays this kind of mathematician who's a good gunfighter because he's good at geometry when it comes to shooting. Apparently, I don't know.
No, oddly enough, he was not.
I thought he was in it.
You would have thought, but no. Fucking Debo was in it. Might have been in the sequel. I don't know.
Yeah, if you get a chance, check out the sequel. It's fairly fun. Danny Trejo was the main bad guy, and it's basically Mario Van Peebles trying to defend a town with a bunch of fucking mental cases.
Yeah. This doesn't even say there's a sequel. Just list the one movie.
It's called Posse 2 Los Locos. It went straight to video.
Sounds like a movie right there.
Yeah, here's the cast: Stephen Baldwin, Big Daddy Kane, Mario Van Peebles, Solly Richardson, Tone Loc, Blair Underwood, Billy Zane, Isaac Hayes. So you had Chef in a Western.
I think Woody Strode narrates it.
Yeah, you're right. Woody Strode is the storyteller.
Like he was like he was the black cowboy you got for all your westerns from the 60s and 70s.
And the sergeant that John McClane he goes to investigate the Nakatomi building, and Die Hard is in that movie as well.
What, Carl Lewis?
Officer Lewis, or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Urkel!
Big guy.
God damn it, Urkel!
Yes, you did that. Did what? Whatever.
Friggin' Carl. He always played the police officer.
Have you seen the Key and Peele special where it turns out Urkel actually has telekinetic powers and he's slowly taking over the show and Carl tries to kill him?
No, I haven't seen it, but I could see Carl wanting to kill.
No.
Wanting to kill.
It's brilliant. You're just a fucking pawn in that nerd's game. What the fuck are you on about? And the guy blows his brains out. I've said too much. And he shoots himself in the head. And then Urkel turns up behind Carl Lewis and he grabs the gun and he's like, yippee-ki-yay!
You're right, Junebug. Bruce Lee was originally meant to play the role of Kane.
Oh, that would have been weird.
Bruce Lee was against it because he didn't feel like it was a good representation of him.
I thought he didn't get the role because of racism back in the 60s.
Yeah, that too. But Bruce Lee was very if you watch what the hell was Dragon, the Bruce Lee story? Bruce Lee had a lot of input on that show.
So, controversial opinion. I think Young Guns 2 is better than Young Guns 1.
I can see that.
I like Young Guns 1 just a little bit more because it was of the originality. But I can see where you're coming from. I did like Young Guns 2. I really did. I mean, Dirty Steve. Did you see the size of goddamn cock-a-doodle-doo?
I Christian Slater as Dave Rudabaugh. You're the fucking leader. No, you're the leader, Dave. What do we do?
Yeah, I thought Dave Rudabaugh was fucking fantastic.
Lou Diamond Phillips would all go over the cliff, and he's like, "Hawka hey," and he goes, "What were you saying to the horse?" I was saying, "Stop, you stupid fucking horse!" They thought it was some chant to help him go down the side of the cliff. That cast was awesome. That cast. Kiefer Sutherland, Lou Diamond Phillips, fucking Emilio Estevez. To me, when I think of Billy the Kid, Emilio Estevez, because he's brilliant. He's cool.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, look at who you had in that original cast. You had Terrence Stamp, Jack Palance as the good guy, is the so-called good guy and bad guy. Then you had Charlie Sheen before he went crazy. Emilio Estevez, Kiefer Sutherland, Lou Diamond Phillips, Casey Siemaszko, and I don't remember who played Dirty Steve.
He's in fucking Grey's Anatomy, I think. He's the handsome doctor in Grey's Anatomy now.
Dylan McDermott, that's right.
Yeah. There's also like in the other ones as well. You had fucking Charlton Heston, and no, not Charlton Heston. Sorry. Fucking oh Christ, help me out here, Mark. He's James Coburn. He was in the second one.
Yeah,
James Coburn was in the second one. And just there's some really brilliant fucking bits where he shoots Bob Arlinger with the $1.12 in the double barrel. Best goddamn $1.12 I ever spent. I want you to hunt down the kid. You want me to hunt down Billy the Kid. I would rather drink turpentine and piss in the brush fire than go after that boy.
James Coburn has had a long career in westerns.
Yeah.
I mean, and then not just in Young Guns either. I mean, he was in Paint Your Wagon.
Yeah.
Which is another great fucking masterpiece. But yeah, there's Young Guns. I mean, in both those movies, there's some great lines. I knew it. We're gonna die, and he's out there doing it with his horse.
Yeah, no, Young Guns is brilliant. It's like, I heard the kid with the stammer. You're Billy the Kid, right? You're the Prince of Piss. What? Pistoleros. Or Robin Wright. I think not Robin Wright. She was in Near Dark as well. She plays this gorgeous-looking fucking owner of a whorehouse who comes out bollock naked with like a pair of boots and this massive hat, and she just rides off. What? Well, White Oaks, you can kiss my ass.
She was pretty much playing Lady Godiva at that point.
Yeah. And
great
fucking your man
casting
from Manhunter and CSI as Pat Garrett.
Yeah.
Tom Noonan?
No.
No.
Oh,
shit. Man.
Will Graham. No, that's his character's name.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah, you're talking Manhunter, Will Graham,
William
right?
Peterson.
Yeah, William Peterson. Thank you. If we're going to talk about Billy the Kid, another Peckinpah movie and another Coburn movie, Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid. Really good movie. Fucking Bob Dylan turns up as a character in that movie.
Oh, shit. Okay, I gotta watch that.
He plays a character called Alias, who's good with knives. And there's this really sad scene where Slim Pickens is shot, and he was building a boat. Him and his wife were gonna go sailing, and he dies next to this lake, and knocking on heaven's door place. It's a great fucking western. It's a bit too long though. I think that was the problem with it.
Yeah, it's really long, but Pat Garrett and
Billy the Kid.
Okay.
I'll be right back, guys.
But yeah, it's Peckinpah's movies are just fucking fantastic.
The fucking ending to the Wild Bunch, Mark, where they realize, okay, we fucked up. We shouldn't let our friend in the shit. We're gonna get him back. Okay, we're not gonna get him back, but we could walk away from this because they're all fucking scared shitless of us fuck it, let's go out like fucking heroes, and they just start fucking more, and then they get their hands on the Maxim gun and just are like fucking on the porch, just fucking mowing down the guys.
Yeah. And that's another movie we didn't even bring up was The Wild Bunch.
I love The Wild Bunch.
That's a fucking great movie.
When you side with a man, you stick with him. If you don't, you're just a fucking animal.
Yeah, we didn't even bring up The Magnificent Seven either.
Oh, yeah. The line, heroes die, many dead. Yeah. What was it? Cowards die, many deaths. Heroes die, but one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just great fucking storytelling in all those movies.
Like, I know it's a cliche to say, but they don't make them like they used to.
No, they don't. They really don't. As far as Yul Brynner.
I'm Yul Brynner and I'm dead now. Jesus Christ, what's he advertising? I love that.
But Western with Yul Brynner was a great movie. It had sci-fi and Western. He was the killer robot.
Yeah, in Westworld.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other great westerns. Like again, I think
like I was talking earlier.
Oh, sorry, Mark. What?
Go ahead. Yeah, I was just saying earlier about how much I enjoyed Little Big Man with Dustin Hoffman.
That was a fucking cool movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was great.
He narrates it. What is he, 106 or something in that movie?
Yeah. Yeah, he's like 106 years old.
Dang.
But is just one of those movies. What about Jeremiah Johnson?
Haven't seen that one.
It's Robert Redford, where he plays a trapper of all things, and
I've seen that one.
It's fucking fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking the classic. Oh God, Paul Newman, and fucking
Butch and Sundance.
Yes, thank you. Jesus Christ, fucking head fart. I think my intelligence went out my rear earlier. But yeah, that movie's brilliant.
Yeah, it's one of those fucking movies where you can't sit there and say you like westerns and say you do not like Butch and Sundance.
Yeah. Do you remember when he goes fighting with the big lad and he's like, "You're welcome to join us if you want." He goes, If he beats me, kill him. Okay, yeah, no bother. Yeah, okay. Okay.
I remember that.
We gotta have rules. It's a knife fight. We don't have rules. Look, we're gonna have a countdown, right? Count to 5. Butch, you're counting. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? What about you, Art? Have you any favorites?
Oh, which ones? Just westerns.
Any western.
Yeah, the Butch Cassidy and other ones I mentioned earlier.
Any ones we haven't brought up yet?
I think no. Most of the ones I like have been brought up.
Does anybody remember Schwarzenegger's lone western?
I mean, there's other ones I just can't think of.
Oh God, Dolly Parton was in it as well, right?
No.
No, not Dolly Parton.
No, that was Sylvester Stallone.
That was Rhinestone.
Western?
Yeah, Schwarzenegger was in the western. With fucking Kirk Douglas.
Yeah,
right.
Was the villain.
Oh.
And Arnold had a 7-shot 6-shooter.
Hey,
Like,
it's no different from his other action movies where he doesn't have to reload his assault rifle.
exactly. It's like you're Arnold fucking Schwarzenegger. You don't need a 7-shot 6-shooter. You're overcompensating. It's brilliant because it was, you know, slapstick before there really was like serious slapstick.
Hmm.
And
A
Kirk
man's
Douglas is
got to do what a man's got to do. Ow, ow, ow.
To the
Yippee-ki-yay,
chopper.
ow.
but the funny thing is, in the villain, it's the clearest you ever hear Arnold speak. It's like because he's such a fucking dunce in this movie. He's like Kirk Douglas Kirk Douglas goes up to Arnold and goes, "Son, can I see your gun?" And you know he thinks it's just a regular 6-shooter, so he takes out 6 shots from the gun. And Arnold is sitting there trying to, you know, tell him, "Look, my gun's not normal." And fucking Kirk Douglas is going, "Dude, shut up! I got this, all right." So after Kirk Douglas unloads the gun, or thinks he unloads the gun, Arnold shoots him in the foot and goes, "I told you, it's a 7-shot 6-shooter." Kirk Douglas is just looking at him like, "You fucking dick."
You can get like a Lamont revolver. You can get like ones with 5 or 6 rounds, and then there's a barrel underneath the other barrel, and you can either put like a heavier grade slug or a shotgun shell in it. If you've watched, have you guys watched the newer Westworld?
I watched it. I'm not a big fan of it.
But despite that, you know Ed Harris's character, the Man in Black.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is a Lamont revolver, and he has like it's got like the regular 6 shots, and it's got the shotgun barrel underneath the bottom.
Yeah.
And they made a limited amount of them. Actually, Jane uses the same as a pistol in Firefly. He's a Lamont as well. Oh, Mark. Here's one that no one mentions that I love. That has a great bad guy, great hero. Quigley Down Under.
I love Quigley Down Under. Tom Selleck is Quigley, and again, Alan Rickman is.
Yeah,
Alan Rickman is fucking the bad guy. Could that guy fucking not play like the best bad guy ever?
And Rickman thinks Quigley's only a sharpshooter, and then he's like mad to reenact the fucking Yoke Corral, so he gives Quigley the pistol, thinking he can't draw. He goes, I said I never had. I said I never had one.
They had to use one. They said I didn't have how to use one.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was brilliant. It just that whole fucking movie is great. And then you had fucking Laura San Giacomo as fucking Crazy Cora.
Yeah, I knew my Roy would do it, and then he's losing. I don't know him. Have you guys seen? It's based on a comic. It's an Irish comic. It's essentially an Irish Western called Black 47.
No.
Okay, so
never even heard of it.
It's Hugo Weaving plays this mercenary from Australia who's brought over to hunt an Irish guy who's been stealing food for the Irish people, and it's pretty cool. Like the ending is like something out of the Wild Bunch, because in Ireland in 1847 at the time we didn't have like revolvers. We still used fucking kind of single shot weapons, and it's pretty cool. If you get a chance, check it out. It's called Black 47, and it shows how shitty the famine was, but I kind of like it because it shows an Irish badass who's like a gunslinger, although he can only shoot one shot out of each gun, killing British guys, killing British soldiers. So. But yeah, if you get a chance, Trenchy, check it out. Black 47.
Okay.
Getting British. That's something we can all get behind.
It was called Black 47 because that was the year the majority of the Irish population died in the country, and still has not been matched to this day.
Oh man. Would never forget.
I'm gonna start a new
We're grand
movement.
now. We blew the shit out of them.
I'm gonna start a new movement. Irish Lives Matter.
Yeah.
No, we're okay now. We're grand. We're okay. We're all right.
It's like the 9/11 memorial. Never forget. Never forget.
Well, the thing
Sorry.
is, we can't really forget because our population is so fucking small as a result.
Ah, jeez. There we go.
Like they were building a motorway there a couple of years back, and they had to dig up the ground, and they found a mass grave of 350 men, women, and children who had been just dumped during the famine. Because we'd nowhere to put them, we'd no graves. The ground was too fucking hard to dig graves for that many bodies.
Right.
Never forget.
But yeah, if you get a chance, check out Black 47.
That's right.
Meow. Mr. Chumpkins.
He was recommending Black 47. He thinks it's great. Jumpkin's a big fan of westerns and everything really.
David Crockett's a classic. I haven't seen all of it.
There was a bunch of ones with Jim Bridger as well.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's very romanticized West, but it's still fun, you know. It's like ones you could show the kids and shit. Like, he fights bears and he fights in the Alamo and shit.
We'll get back on Western because you were talking about Ghosts of Mars a while back when we were in the stream, and gotta mention Firefly. You know, just any opportunity.
Yeah, Mal is brilliant. Mal is the best, like, fucking cowboy there ever was.
Fucking all of them were. Like,
I'm not that familiar with it, but isn't the Dark Tower some kind of Western thing?
A little bit.
Yeah.
There's the gunslinger. Yeah. Definitely, because
Good news
Stephen
is
King
there's
always
no fucking underage orgies in it.
Oh, I'm still deeply disturbed about that.
What is? I was confused by the Dark Tower. I'm not sure what it is. I just know it had something to do with Western.
It's a series about the gunslinger, and he's gonna
It's a
stop
series?
the Dark
Okay.
Doctor and shit. Yeah, it's a book series. Pretty dope.
That can
I read a-
be confused with Stephen King's The Gunslinger series.
Yes.
Oh.
It's
He likes
not
Western.
be confused with that dumb movie that has nothing to do with the show. Fucking with the books. Fucking man.
Yeah, I agree with Jim Buck. There's a lot of great silent westerns in the 1910s and 1920s.
Yeah.
Trent says Brokeback Mountain.
Wait, what?
Trent says Brokeback Mountain.
What?
That's
I've
the West,
actually never seen it,
Western you can't quit.
but my mom really
Hey,
likes.
it's a western.
Yeah, they wear cowboy hats right here.
No, they actually drive. They do actual cowboy stuff.
Oh shit!
You know, like ranching and herding and cuddling. You know, cowboy stuff.
Oh yeah.
That's the one where the Joker fucks Donnie Darko, right?
Yep.
Gives it to him good.
I'll watch it eventually.
Cowboy style.
I tricked my dad into watching that. I said, "Hey, Dad, turn over. There's a great western." And I went into the living room next door, and like 5 minutes in, all I could hear was like, "Oh, the dirty bastards!"
Christ!
Yeah, because my dad loves westerns, and like, I know what he's like, and he's like, "Oh, dirty fucking bastards," and I'm.
It's always good to get one over on that generation.
He wasn't being an arsehole or anything. It's just he's not down to watch shit like that, like, you know.
Fuck Brokeback Mountain. Exactly. That's what they did, Junebug.
I mean, it's probably a good movie. I've never seen it, but
Like, how would you rate that, Junebug? A 5 out of 5 stars, or like a 3 out of 5? Or what would you rate?
Didn't it win awards and shit?
It did.
I like the fact South Park pulled The Simpsons and predicted it before it actually came out. I was like, the only movies that win Oscars are ones with gay cowboys. And that was like way before it came out.
That's
fair enough, June. Fair enough.
He says he can't quit you. I take a look at the chat.
Trenchy. Trench.
Yeah.
Trench. Why can't I quit you?
I haven't seen the movie, but I will eventually. I mean,
aren't they Christian in that movie though, Junebug? Aren't they Christians? I just assume all cowboys are.
I don't think so.
Let's move on. Has everybody seen a movie called Chief Crazy Horse from the 50s? It's a western.
Oh, sounds
Bunch
cool.
of white people playing Native Americans, though. It's kind of weird, but you know,
Well, that's par for the course, though, with westerns. You always got some white people playing Native Americans. Not a whole lot of Native American actors. For
back then there wasn't.
You know,
there's a shitload now. Wes Trudy actually got an Oscar, which I'm fucking delighted about.
Yeah.
He was cool in Last of the Mohicans, and he's done a good few things.
Us, the Mohicans, is the shit. One of the
It is a good movie.
War films.
Be right back, guys. Mark, have you seen Wagons East with John Candy?
Yeah, I have, and I loved it.
Yeah, that's another great one.
It's fantastic.
Yep.
I gotta see that. I also
seen
gotta
that
see
one.
Going South with Jack Nicholson.
Private chat. Let me take a look at that. Oh, okay.
Marty's making some tea.
Yeah. That's what I went and did. I was sleeping. I had to make iced tea, though. Sweet tea, as we call it.
In America.
Yes.
I like my
that's
tea
how we
cold
do.
with
Like
ice.
my tea cold.
Cold and sweet.
Likes his tea cold and sweet, like his ladies. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. Maybe not cold, but definitely probably sweet. I don't know.
Who we talk about?
Talking about
Tea.
tea.
And cold ladies.
My big fucking tea mug. I have one rule. Actually, that sounds a bit dirty. If I can't fit my fist into the mug, I won't drink out of it. So if I can't fit my fist into it, I won't put my mouth near it.
That's what she said.
Uh-huh.
The wild one.
City Slickers. Does that count as a Western?
Yeah.
We said that one.
Yeah, Art said
That was great. I love that one.
Well, so you got to count Kingdom of the Spiders as a Western, right?
Then would Night of the Lupus count?
Oh, that's another Trek alumni Western.
Yeah.
Why did the Leapus
McCoy.
awesome?
Guys, have you
Yeah, you
mentioned
have to-
Dinosaur-tastic
No.
Valley of Bungie?
Oh,
No.
got to mention that. We didn't. We should.
I've never seen it.
What? Trench, what?
That
Cowboys versus dinosaurs. A bunch of cowboys in a traveling circus try to capture an Allosaurus.
that sounds amazing.
I
You get
done a
Beast of
review
Holler
first.
Mountain.
Oh yeah. I've been looking at your old reviews, man. I'll have to
Oh
watch
yeah,
that one.
I actually was cringing because you looked at my like super early stuff, my early stuff, and I was like, oh, I was such a fucking
It's not
idiot back
bad.
then.
It's good shit. That intro was fucking hilarious.
I like y'all's early stuff. It's always fun to go and watch.
I feel like everybody feels that way about their older stuff. It's like a self-critical thing to do. It's normal.
I was the ooh-ah guy when I was starting. I had more ooh and ahs than Jeff Goldblum. It's like, oh, this movie is really, really good because
Marty, that's how I do my reviews now.
no, no.
That's how mine would be if I did them.
The movie is.
Trench, when you do it, it's a choice, though. It's a character choice. Like
it's endearing.
And
when you do it,
New York accent.
When you do it, I assume it's because you're distracted with all your lovers back there. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
With Gal the wheelbarrow Godot.
You don't have time to worry about speaking correct grammar.
every 2 seconds.
No, Marty, it's Elizabeth Olsen jumping up and down on his pogo stick.
Okay. Like the man has so many choices.
Every he's got some celebrity chiming in, sending him photos. Hard to concentrate.
What actually, Ethel, what did you think of Sam Raimi's The Quick and the Dead with Sharon Stone?
Well, actually, I didn't see The Quick and the Dead. That one.
It's pretty good. Gene Hackman, Russell Crowe, Leonardo DiCaprio, Lance Henriksen, Keith David. Huge cast. Kicked ass.
Huge. Very, very huge, I guess.
I didn't even know Sam Raimi did a Western. I'm going to have to watch that.
Oh yeah, it's got his kind of zoom shots and kind of a lot of his zany kind of camera work, but it also kicks ass.
But he's my
Gotta be some
favorite.
Three Stooges references in there.
Bruce Campbell. Bruce Campbell plays a Mexican bandit that gets shot, and the Oldsmobile actually has tarpaulin to make it look like a wagon covering it, because Raimi tries to keep his 1973 Delta Oldsmobile in all his movies.
Yeah, the 88 Delta.
Yeah, regardless of time period, he's going to put that car in there.
That car is a celebrity for all intents and purposes. It's been in so many things.
Wouldn't it be great if you could get a Transformer, Ethel, that changed from Bruce Campbell into the Oldsmobile?
Ah, that'd be sweet.
Like his chin is the hubcap, or his chin is like the fucking bonnet, or something like that. Just.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. I'm not one for Transformers, but I would get that.
Sweet.
That would be what I would buy.
Yeah, Leroy, the sequels. Oh yeah, it was fun. I don't know if they're going to make a remake. I don't know if they'll get Denzel back.
I still prefer the original.
If we're talking modern westerns, The Hateful Eight, man, that's the shit. Django's
That was cool.
Eight.
It's a good
That was
gun
great.
as well.
Yeah.
Fucking, that's my favorite Tarantino movie. Like, that shit just keeps you on the edge of your seat.
Does There Will Be Blood count?
Yeah. I drink your milkshake.
Oh,
If you start up another business, you will be my competitor. Fucking Daniel Day-Lewis, great actor.
I got it.
I use your StreamYard. I use it up.
Yeah, Hostiles with Christian Bale was a savage one as well. Wes Trudy was in that one. That's a great movie.
I guess if you're talking about it, you could kind of classify Thunderheart as a Western.
What's that one about, Mark?
That's Val Kilmer, where he's the half Native American FBI agent.
Oh, is it about Wounded Knee? Is it about the Wounded Knee demonstration?
Yeah.
I like the 310 the Yuma remake. I haven't seen the original, but the remake was pretty badass.
Do you know who was cool in that? I like Bale and like Crowe, but oh Christ, he's awesome in everything he's in. He was in Pandorum, and he played Angel in the X-Men 3. Forget his name.
I know who you're talking about, but I don't know his name. But I know Angel from X-Men 3.
Alex Pettifor played Archangel in X-Men.
No, in part 3. In part 3, Mark.
Yeah, not a pop.
The franchise won't end.
Oh, that's
He's in
another
Hell and
one.
High Water as well with Chris Pine. He's a fucking cool actor. Hang on, Pandora.
Hold on, I will tell you who played Archangel.
I like kind of gets like his revenge and free
Ben Foster. Ben Foster, Mark.
Yeah.
That's the actor.
You could. Not only is Gone with the Wind a classic, it's set in that time, in that timepiece.
Oh, Gone with the Wind is good, man. That's a good movie.
John, there must be at least one Western you like The Searchers. Everyone likes The Searchers. I think in order to be a dad, if you become a dad in your 40s, you have to automatically like The Searchers, or you don't get your dad card. What about you, Art? Do you like The Searchers? Art?
I'll take silence for yes. Art loves it.
Yeah.
John with the unpopular opinion. The
You
going
don't like
after
John Wayne. John Wayne. I like his movies, but he definitely had a very kind of I don't know how to.
You're rip off.
Like I like John Wayne's movies, but I'm not sure about him as a person.
Yeah, his political leanings wouldn't be my favorite.
Yeah, mine either.
Yeah. Have you guys seen Cold Mountain? I mean, it's kind of a western, and Charlie.
Yeah,
Hunnam
no, it is.
plays
It's set during the Civil War.
Yes. It's a guy, Jude Law's trying to get back to Nicole Kidman, and you got Charlie Hunnam in there as like the scary cowboy dude. And they have like a shootout.
Cillian Murphy turns up in it. Renee Zellweger, Natalie Portman.
Yeah, Philip, sophomore seaman, Ethan Suplee from like Mallrats. Like, I love that movie. That movie is like a really good romance movie.
Leroy Shane is great, and I love the ongoing debate about the fate of Shane at the end of the movie. Jack Palance is brilliant. I'm gonna pick up the gun. Go on, pick up the gun.
Has anybody seen? Oh shit! Sorry, Mark.
No, Shane is great, and I'm named after that movie. It's my middle name.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, there's also there's Jesse James meets Frankenstein's daughter. It's that one.
Did they get together?
Not so much, but you know, freaking Frankenstein monsters and stuff. It's always fun. That one was filmed in Mexico for a budget of like $20. It's very.
Why am I not surprised? Like guys, at the end of Shane, do you think he died? He's dead.
Well, I'll let the cat out of the bag. As the movie is really like coming to an end, you see Shane slump over on his horse, so he's dead.
Yeah.
It's a great movie, regardless. But yeah, Shane dies at the end of that movie.
Well, has anybody seen?
You guys seen? Oh, sorry, Ethel. No, Ethel, go on.
I was going to mention Roger Corman because I got to mention Roger Corman. Has anybody seen Gunslinger with Judy Garland or Beverly Garland? Excuse me, Beverly Garland. God damn.
No.
Yeah, you got the sheriff's wife ends up becoming the sheriff of a small town, and it's a very small town because apparently, like, you can be at one end of the town and be at the other just by going behind a couple buildings. Pretty amazing. That or they're teleporting. No way they're just, two-dimensional false building fronts. There's no way.
I gotta run to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Have you guys seen Bad Girls with Drew Barrymore, Madeline Stowe, and Andy McDowell?
Mm-hmm.
That's a great one.
It's one of the few times you see an all-female cast.
And fucking Drew Barrymore is gorgeous in that movie.
Yeah. Drew Barrymore not only is gorgeous, but she's fucking great in that movie. And then you had Banditas with Salma Hayek.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Salma Hayek and I forget the other chick's name. She's another Mexican actress. Christ. She was in Spanglish. Fuck. It'll come back to me.
Oh, you're so heavy. Jesus Christ. Fucking heavy world.
I haven't seen this yet.
It was Salma Hayek and Penelope Cruz.
Yes, thank you, Mark.
Oh, nice.
Chumpkins.
And then if you want to go way back to the early years, you had all the Zorro movies that were technically Westerns.
Yeah, basically, like every Zorro movie is
They were Westerns.
You had the Zorro TV series as well, which had Major West, or not Major West, which had the dad from Lost in Space. There we go. Sorry, John West. There we go.
Have any of you guys seen The Fastest Guitar Alive?
Which one?
The Fastest Guitar Alive. Roy Orbison plays a spy for the Confederates who has a Winchester rifle built into his guitar, and he can fire it by playing a particular note.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, I've never seen it.
It's weird.
It's weird.
Roy Orbison should stop the singing. That's all I'll say.
Not the greatest actor.
No, not really. There is a cool song that made its way into the Hateful Eight called "There Won't Be Many Coming Home" in that movie.
Oh, don't bite me.
And there won't be many. Yes, there mightn't be any. There won't be many coming home.
Oh yeah, that was in the movie.
At the end, where Walton Goggins and Samuel Jackson die, that's the song that's playing.
Yeah.
That was some crazy shit. That ending was like, what the fuck?
He was giving up. Well, it was taking too goddamn long.
Jennifer Jason Leigh destroyed a priceless fucking antique guitar. They were supposed to switch back with the dummy guitar after she finished playing it, but they never got a chance because Kurt Russell grabbed the actual guitar, which was from the 1800s, and smashed it against the fucking wall.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Crimes against guitars, guys.
Because and Jennifer Jason Leigh's reaction is like, what? No, that's in the movie. That's actually her natural reaction because she was like, "No, you bastard, grabbing the wrong guitar."
It's realism. That's a natural reaction.
I liked Django Unchained as well.
Yeah, which one? The remake or the
Both, but I love the remake.
original?
I love the remake.
I
I like
like
the
to watch
remake.
it now,
I like the remake, and then they were ballsy enough to say the N word like 250 times.
Oh
like-
yeah.
Like every other word in that movie was the N word. I was like, good Lord, Tarantino.
Dude, DiCaprio fucking really broke that glass into his fucking hand, man, and still carried on acting. Like that was
Oh,
some
yeah.
real shit. Like DiCaprio's fucking badass.
Tarantino's never been shy about saying the N word, though. Like, remember when he was Jimmy in friggin' Pulp Fiction?
Yeah, is this dead N-word storage?
Yeah.
Do I have a sign that says dead N-word storage over my house?
No, because storing dead N words isn't in my fucking job.
Tombstone was cool. Tombstone had a fucking awesome cast.
Tombstone
Russell was-
was fantastic. Kurt Russell was great, but Val Kilmer as Doc Holliday was fucking
Hey,
unacceptable.
Mark, I'll be your Huckleberry.
Just my game.
It's one of the greatest moments, man, where he comes out from behind the trees and shit. That's
Yeah.
fucking dope.
Michael B. Johnny Ringo.
Johnny was great as Johnny Ringo. He was again, solid fucking cast all the way around.
And it murdered fucking Kevin Costner's the other Wyatt Earp movie that came out at the time, Wyatt Earp.
Yeah.
Because everyone was like, fucking Tombstone's awesome. Wait, there's another Wyatt Earp movie?
Yeah. It's like
No need to see that. We've seen the other one.
Tombstone was an hour less than Wyatt Earp and a better movie.
Now,
Do you know
they
what?
have
Has anyone mentioned Hell on Wheels?
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
shit,
another
that's
great
good.
fucking show. That and Deadwood.
Yeah.
Although
Yeah.
Art, I do think Deadwood is the better series.
Yeah, I agree. I like Hell on Wheels, but I prefer Deadwood.
I haven't seen Deadwood.
There's
What?
they cancelled it, but then David Milch, before he got fucking Alzheimer's, he put a team together to make a movie to finish the story, and it's pretty cool. Like Al Swearingen finally kind of gets his redemption arc finished, and he's dying in bed, but it's still Al Swearingen, and like there's like Our Father who art in heaven, and Al is like, stop right there, you can fucking stay there. As he's dying, he's like, Our Father art in heaven, you can fucking stay there.
So it's kind of like the Firefly deal. Like they got canceled, so they had to do a movie.
Yeah, it's really Timothy Olyphant is brilliant in it. He's
Oh,
like
sure.
he's our hero, but he's the angriest character in it. Like the good
Yeah.
guy is really violent, and the bad guy doesn't want to be violent at all. It's just really funny.
And then you had
Like Björps. Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
Mark.
I was just gonna say. Then you had Longmire.
Yeah,
Oh.
was that Dennis Quaid?
Yeah, I think
I haven't seen that one.
I'm pretty sure it's Dennis Quaid.
If can I quickly interject with two? I'll be right back, Mark. Okay.
No, it's Robert Taylor as Sheriff Longmire.
Oh. Good. The Alamo is really good with John Wayne, but the only problem with it is it's like 3 hours long. But I remember liking it.
It's a good one to mention, though. That's a big one to not mention if you don't mention it.
Oh yeah, no, it's not a bad movie. It's just really long, but it's a good movie. It's worth watching at least once, I think.
Okay, I'll put you down. Go play. Go play.
Back to the Future 3. That's a Western.
Because that's where the Ranger's gonna be.
Walker,
I
Texas
don't know
Ranger.
if
That's
Mark.
Yeah.
I don't. Mark, can I make some suggestions with comics? Actually,
Yeah, it's this discussion was not strictly. We've been to video games as well, so.
If you're a fan of if you're a fan of The Sopranos, but you like westerns, check out Scalped. It's essentially The Sopranos, except instead of Italian Americans, it's Native Americans. There's Loveless, which is a really cool revenge action kind of horror western comic, and again, I think it falls under the fucking banner of western. And if you've seen TV show Preacher, so yeah, all DC Vertigo. Definitely check out Scalp though. Scalp is I think the best out of the lot. Although I love Preacher.
If you're mentioning comics, you got to mention friggin' Lone Ranger comics, and you got to mention Jonah Hex as well.
Jonah Hex, Lucky Luke. I don't know if you've read Lucky Luke. It's a French comic, French Western comic. Nope. It's actually fairly fun. And if you've young kids, you want to get them into Westerns, give them Lucky Luke.
It's French, so you got to be prepared. Like the hero always surrenders about 5 times every issue. It's okay. It's okay.
I still want a proper Jonah Hex movie because the one we got was pretty bad.
Yeah, well, like Josh Brolin wasn't great. They were originally going to have Thomas Jane as Jonah Hex, and he kind of got his wish in that he got to do it in an animated short with Michelle Trachtenberg and Linda Hamilton.
Oh yeah, was that the one with Michael Rooker is like the bad guy in the beginning? And then he gets killed by
it's a 10-minute short. It was on before one of the Batman movies.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's dope.
I think it's a sad job.
No Country for Old Men. Does that count?
Yeah.
Yes and no. I like No Country for Old Men, but it is technically a Western.
It's a modern Western. You could there's a shootout at near the end in the desert and like.
So the one guy wears a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Tommy Lee Jones.
I feel like No Country for Old Men is a bit of a reach.
I mean, like if we include,
I can see where Mark's coming from with that as well, though.
Yeah, like if we include No Country for Old Men, we would have to include Dusk Till Dawn. I mean, because you can't.
Hell in High Water.
Yeah, but you can include From Dusk Till Dawn, the third one.
Yeah.
Because the third one is Western.
Totally.
The Hangman's Daughter.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
It's a straight up Western.
Briscoe County Jr. Does anyone else remember Briscoe County Jr.?
That's what we were
Uh-huh.
talking about earlier. But yeah,
Oh,
it's great.
I miss all the good stuff.
It's
I-
Hear yourself
talk
first.
about it.
I didn't hear about it, so someone talk about it again.
It's great. It's got Bruce Campbell in it, Jules Carey, and John Astin's in a bunch of episodes. Yeah, you got Gomez. He plays Professor
Yeah, he's in
Whitwire.
the pilot.
It's a TV show, not a movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yep.
it's kind of got sci-fi elements as well. There's a cowboy
Yeah,
that
'cause
seems
they
to
have-
be an ancestor Elvis.
yeah. Briscoe County, which is Campbell, is hunting the gang who killed his father, Bly, and he's been hired by the U.S. government to track down a UFO. That's an unearthed foreign object. And it's this weird orb thing that's gold, and it's got these rods that you take them out, and they can give you superpowers, or they can send you back in time. Like, they're crazy. It's great. And it's full of
Naturally.
pop culture references and all sorts of fun stuff. Like, it should have gone on longer. It only did one really good season, and it died, which is, it's too bad. You touched Pete's piece. Don't
Oh
ever
yeah,
do
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
That was always fun. Loved that character. He was supposed to die, and then like they were done with it, but the character was so popular that they kept him in the show as a recurring character. He's like, wait a
Didn't
minute, Pete.
Briscoe hire him to make up a team with like the Cage and the Elvis cowboy, and
Yeah, I like it when they have the character come back, and Briscoe's like, well, wait a minute, didn't I shoot you? Didn't you get shot? And he's like, yeah, I only got shot, didn't die. only haven't got shot. Yeah, it's good show. Lots of fun. They had it run on the internet. Huh?
I think Trench was going to say something there.
Oh
Trench.
no, you guys go ahead.
No,
No,
damn
you
it.
go ahead, Trench.
Go.
Oh no, I was gonna ask if the Free Amigos count with Steve Martin and shit.
Yeah, I'd count it.
Yeah, technically, it is a western. They play 3 western actors who get
You
hired.
shot the invisible swordsman.
We shot.
That movie is good.
It says fire 3 shots up. We fired up.
If you get a chance, check out a TV show on Netflix called The Goddamned as well. It's about a town that's filled with women because all their husbands died during the Civil War and they have to defend it from cattle barons. It's on Netflix. It's pretty good.
We were talking about that one earlier, John. Chato's Land.
Oh, good.
Oh,
That's
I don't think I've
a
heard of
great
that.
movie with Charles Bronson.
But son.
Yeah,
And not X
To-
Bronson either.
to go back to what Art was saying earlier, Hell on Wheels was cool as well.
Yeah.
But again, I think Deadwood was better. I mean, Deadwood had fucking Ian McShane, Timothy Oliphant, John Hawkes, Sarah Paulson, Powers Boot, had a fucking awesome cast.
Yeah, it did.
Hell on Wheels was cool as well, though. It had fucking yeah.
I like
Yeah,
Hell on
had-
Wheels. It was both those shows were great.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm forgetting a very important Western somewhere along the ways.
I
We never-
know.
Oh,
Bonanza. Or Rawhide.
Rawhide.
Or The Rifleman.
The Rifleman.
Oh, yeah, you never mentioned Rifleman.
Or the Lone Ranger.
Honors.
Oh, yeah,
Connor.
there was the Lone
Rifleman.
Ranger. That was big.
Guys, do you remember it was a TV movie series that was really good? My dad loves it, and he has it on DVD, and it's like 4 hours long. Lonesome Dove with Tommy Lee Jones and Robert Duvall
Yep,
and Danny Glover. Huge fucking cast.
Yeah, I talked about that one when I first started.
Oh,
I really enjoy that movie. Yeah, you're right. It had a huge ass cast.
Who's Chuck Connors?
He was the Rifleman.
Oh.
Yeah, he was also in Tourist Trap.
I don't think I've seen that bug.
Mark, there was another good two-part TV movie, directed by Kevin Costner, with him and Bill Paxton, Hatfields and McCoys.
That was great. I watched that one.
That one's good.
It was really good.
With Bill Paxton and the one guy.
Kevin Costner.
Yeah. I got that one on DVD. Was it the History Channel?
Yeah, I think the History Channel produced that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was good. That one was really good, actually.
Then there was also the Shadow Riders. That's Tom Selleck and Sam Elliott, where like a bunch of their family members get kidnapped, and they're like, well, we can't just fucking leave them there. You know, you want to ride into fucking Apache territory, and you know, or right through Apache territory, just hit this fucking idiot.
And get scalped.
It's a great fucking TV movie.
Not a full-on Western, but still like kind of a Western. Brave Star. It was a cartoon, and it was like this cowboy
with
who had
Turkey,
animal
a
powers.
big horse that had a fucking shotgun.
Yes.
Brave Star was great. I remember that.
Strength of a bear, speed of a panther. Fucking
That was the shit, man.
full sack
care.
of an eagle. I don't know. The fuck, just
Yeah, man. His horse can walk and carry a shotgun.
Turkey. That was the horse's name, Trench.
Yeah.
Like, he thought he was supposed to get a shotgun. He's like, you need to get yourself the greatest weapon of all. And he thought it was a shotgun. And he's like, oh, I can't take the shotgun, I fail. He goes, no, the greatest weapon of all is friendship. And that's like, you got your badass horseman fucking horse thing.
Yeah.
The horse's thing.
Does anyone remember after Ninja Turtles and Biker Mice from Mars was a bunch of shows, and one of them was the Cowboys of Moo Mesa.
That fucking show, man.
I remember it. I don't think I watched it.
I
I
remember
can't
that.
even remember the name of that.
It was kind of fucked up
Trench.
because they were human cows that still worked on ranches. So it was like, we're going to send all these cows off to the slaughterhouse, but we're grand.
Trenchy.
That shit was
You
funny.
had to love that.
Wait, what?
I said you had to love that one, Trenchy. That seems like a Trenchy cartoon, if ever there was one.
I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I haven't seen a full episode, but it looks amazing.
It's just so odd and random. It seems like something you'd like.
Oh, There was a Calamity Jane animated series, and it was really fucking cool. It only had one season, and Jennifer Jason Leigh voiced Calamity Jane.
Oh,
She ended up teaming up with Abraham Lincoln's wife in one episode. It was weird. It was very historical. It was a French show, but it was very historically accurate.
Tex Avery.
Hot
This is
Fuzz. Hot Fuzz.
Hot
Hot
Fuzz.
isn't what-
Yeah, especially
Hot
when he
Fuzz
comes,
isn't
especially when he comes back at the end.
Yeah,
no.
but
I mean,
majority.
like not
Yeah,
like
yeah,
literally a western.
It's a
But, like-
smidge art. It's a smidge.
How the guys are obsessed with like being the American action movies and being like the
Yeah,
cowboy
but cop
and that's
shows.
running in
it's
with the
mainly-
guns.
It's mainly cop shows that they're kind of lampooning. Like,
Yeah.
Like,
what about Western episodes of TV shows? Like in Star Trek TNG, Fistful of Datas.
Supernatural
Yep.
had one that had probably a
Didn't
bunch.
MacGyver like get knocked in the head and think he was like in a fucking the Wild West?
He went to medieval times that way once.
I think he went to the Wild West as well in one. He got conked in the head.
What's the difference?
It's a cheap device
Display.
for sure. Oh, you're in the dream world. Now you're back in time. Oh, there was that episode of Sliders where they slid into California and it was all part of Texas. And they were all lawyers. And when you're a lawyer in that world, you have to don't draw people. What?
Ethel, what was the original Trek series where they ended up in the OK Corral?
Oh, you're thinking of Jesus. Now it's slipping my mind as I'm trying to say it. Give me a split second. God damn it. Oh man, Spectre of the Gun, that's what it is. Thought I was gonna lose it for a second. Spectre of the Gun.
Nice.
Mark, can you think any other TV shows that had like Western episodes or anything that like?
Not off the top of my head.
Twilight
Most of them
Zone.
Star Trek and other shows like that. I can't really think of it. I can't think of any show that wasn't a Western that had a Western episode.
Wonder Woman had a Western episode
Yes,
with
well,
Linda
it's
Carter. She ended up going to a
been 30
ranch.
years since I've watched Wonder Woman.
Justice League Unlimited.
It's great when she transformed into Wonder Woman. She had a special cowboy version of her costume. It's pretty cool.
Wonder Woman. Yeah, Justice League Unlimited. They went back in time and they teamed up with Bat Masterson, Jonah Hex,
Yeah, John
Backlash.
Quantum Leap.
Yeah, Quantum Leap had that one. Had a Western one, but he didn't really go back in time. He just leaped into an old cowboy that was still alive. But it was very Western themed.
You can't forget Twilight Zone, man. Twilight Zone was like the king of that. They had some of the best Western episodes.
Oh, Showa.
They did?
Yeah, man, they had quite a few. Like, they had the one where this dude's an alcoholic, and he used to be a gunslinger, and then he gets a magic gun that gives him his ability back. But then he's scared because he might have to kill another dude again. It's a really good episode. Like it's.
Then they have. Oh, sorry, Trench. Keep going.
Oh no, I was done. My bad.
I was gonna say no. Then they have the one where the guy is on a wagon with his family and he leaves because his family's sick and he goes to find help and he ends up walking into the future, into a diner kind of situation, and he brings back some aspirin and saves his kid's life. That one.
Cool.
There was I feel like there was an Incredible Hulk episode that was very Western in theme as well.
Legends of Tomorrow.
Oh yeah, Legends of Tomorrow at least tries to do a Western episode every season. I don't think they have been doing it lately, but for the first 3 seasons they were doing that. Like they would always make it.
Their Jonah Hex was way better than Josh Brolin's one.
Oh, I love their Jonah Hex.
Early edition had sort of a Western. Well, I don't know. Is it a Western one? No, I guess not, because the Great Chicago Fire wasn't a Western one. Oh, but they had one where he met Bat Masterson, though. Well, a guy thought he was Bat Masterson. Does that count?
I think.
Like,
so.
yeah, it has to count because he was riding a horse. He had the hat. What else do we have? Oh, that awful friggin' episode, that awful TV show, Crow Stairway to Heaven. They had a Western episode where he goes back in time.
Mark loves that show, right, Mark?
I love The Crow. Not too much Stairway to Heaven.
But no, that counts.
You realize it's the best representation of The Crow, right?
Yeah, it is, but it isn't.
Mark teleports over here and kicks me in the nuts. Don't you ever say that about The Crow again.
No, I would never. Even if I had the ability, I wouldn't do that. I just browbeat you and be like, "Look, goddammit, I'm going here."
That's much better.
I'd just be looking at you and be like, "Look, goddammit, when I want to mess about The Crow, I'll beat it out of you."
No, please don't hit me again, Mark. The bruises haven't left the last time.
Or it'd be like. Go ahead, Ethel.
I'll keep going, Mark. I was just going to say there was a Western episode. Oh, shit.
I was just going to say, or I threaten Marty with slapping him with Trenchy's cock.
What?
Oh, why? Why would you do that? You break my jaw. I'd have to have reconstructive surgery in my face.
Make sure you lift it with your knees, Mark. Make sure you lift it with your knees.
There's actually a brilliant Punisher comic. I don't know if you know about the character Barracuda, but there's this guy in his squad that's being racist, and Barracuda's taking a piss behind him, and he literally slaps the guy in the back of the head with his cock, and your man gets a concussion as a result.
I was going to say there's a Western themed episode of Lost in Space where they meet sort of a space cowboy, and then the robot decides he wants to be a cowboy too. That was kind of fun. Oh, that kid in 20 Million Miles to Earth, he was obsessed with Westerns. He wanted to visit the great country of Texas. I mean, that counts.
I'm going to tell you right now, the one person who had the making to be like a real like gunfighter and could have been a cowboy or a villain was the kid from I Drink Your Blood. That dude was savage.
Yeah.
Oh, he was badass.
Exactly.
Oh, Ethel, what's next to be transformed into Trash Picture Theater?
In the pipelines, or what's the next episode we're recording?
In the pipeline, what's the next one you're transforming into a Trash Picture Theater episode? Or
Oh, it's
like,
going to be Thriller Killer.
oh, okay.
Thriller Killer is the next one up on the editing block. I'm almost finished with Yongari. I'm tweaking the sound right now so that it, is even. For the re-upload. Hopefully MGM doesn't nail my ass this time.
Oh, hopefully not.
Well, hopefully what you told me is that was the problem, and hopefully that taking care of that would make it happen.
Yeah, I hope that was the problem. It makes sense that would be the problem, but you can never be sure until you upload it, and that's a 3-day thing to do anyway. But yeah, that fucking lion.
That's fucking annoying.
Mark, what's
Lion.
the next video you got in the pipeline, dude?
I got Scream 4 coming up this Saturday.
And then you're done, and then you're on to Child's Play, right?
Yeah. Or I might take a break in between those and start doing the director filmography.
Of John Carpenter?
No, it's gonna be Carpenter, Craven,
Yeah.
Del Toro. And Barker.
Ooh, Clive Barker.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm excited for the Child's Play stream because that'll be fun for me.
It should
I'm
be
a lot more.
good crack.
Yes.
Good crack,
Good crack.
as we say.
There. Trench, are you going to do my anime tag, do you think?
Yeah, I'm going to eventually. I got a lot of tags to do, but you're on the list for sure. I mean, for sure. I did not forget about your tag.
Yeah, Marty, he has to pencil you in between his toes.
Hell, I did not forget. I'm still gonna do the
He has to pencil
tag.
you in between. He has to pencil you in between spending time with him and Allison Allen's kid.
Wait, what?
Yeah, then he's knocked up Daisy Ridley. And then he's got Gal Gadot, Melissa Benoist, and Elizabeth Olsen all wanting a piece of him.
No,
Yeah.
I got like 10 tags to do. And I got to review Junebug's movie, and there's a couple other things I gotta do.
The Holiday Intruder.
I gotta start getting ready for Spidey July. I gotta start working on those episodes.
Spidey July is going to be
Oh, yeah.
I really hope my Sundays are free this month.
Oh hell yeah! Jurassic June looks like it's gonna be dope, and I like your promo.
So, first movie,
It's in-
second movie, third movie, and then the fourth and the fifth movie in one day.
I'm really excited to talk about the first movie because that's my second favorite. That's the one I've seen the most.
If the Scream 4 panel ain't filled up, I'll definitely be on there, Mark.
As far as I know, I don't. Yeah, I have plenty of room, Art. I don't. aside from Trinity, I don't know if anybody else has said they wanted to do it.
Well,
I will.
I'll jump on, Mark, but I should warn you, I fucking hate that movie. I hate that more than Scream 3.
Oh shit! Hating it afterwards to the stream.
Don't get started on the trial of Sidney Prescott again.
The
No,
prosecution.
part 4, I'm just like fucking Emma Roberts' character. She's like, oh, I'm a psycho because everyone was paying attention to Sydney and not me. It's like, fuck off.
Mm.
Fuck right off.
She wanted to be famous. Don't fuck with you.
As Billy the Kid would say, "I'll make you famous."
I'll make you famous.
Yeehaw.
Mm-hmm.
Still one of the best songs for a Western movie or for a movie in general, man. Blaze of Glory is shit.
Which?
Down in a blaze of glory.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Epic song.
And unless anybody has anything else to add, I think we've talked Westerns a good deal.
Like, we could probably still mention the likes of fucking Dances with Wolves and Open Range. Like, half of them are fucking Kevin Costner.
Yeah.
We'd have no modern restaurants if it wasn't for Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner is a cowboy. He's a modern cowboy actor.
Wolves was a good movie. Open Range, not so much. I like Robert Duvall and I like Kevin Costner. It just felt like those two were being kept at opposite ends of of the ranch. It's like, I'm gonna kill you. No, I'm gonna kill you. Like, maybe it's just me. I didn't care for that movie.
I know it's terrible and I know it sucks, but I still enjoyed A Million Ways to Die in the West.
That's just fucking hysterical. I love that movie.
I like that movie.
Where he's sitting down getting high with the Native Americans and he's like, Mila Kunis. He's trying to talk Cherokee and he's just saying Mila Kunis. And he's like, you're not supposed to take the whole night. You're going to die now. Oh, shit.
The Indians are, you're either going to go on a really great trippy adventure or you're going to die.
Yeah. Before you shoot me, can I at least, I'm Muslim, can I at least say my death chant?
Fucking
he starts humming Jungle Boy.
Yeah.
Tarzan Jungle Boy.
Yeah.
To me, the best scene is where he gets revenge on Doogie Howser.
Oh, where Charlize Theron poisons him and he has to shit in his hat.
Yeah. He doesn't just say shit in somebody else's hat as well. It fucking looks like fucking gravy train dog food.
Yeah, he goes outside and he sees a light in a barn and it's Doc Brown fixing the DeLorean in Back to the Future 3. Great Scott!
Yes, that was the shit. That was the shit, man.
That movie was great.
And the shooting gallery had like slave targets, and Django comes up and shoots the guy who's organizing it. Jamie Foxx's Django turns up. People died there.
He's like, give me one of them white bitches.
I love it when he's
bitches
like,
leave.
Look, he's like, look, this is the sheriff. He's been dead for like 3 weeks. and this is the only sheriff in the town, and he's been dead for 3 weeks, and no one noticed.
The relationship between Sarah Silverman and Giovanni Resli. She's like, oh, we haven't had sex week with her. We're saving it till marriage, and your one's a fucking prostitute. And he's like, oh, I'm excited. I feel like she should eat a piece of cake. So what do you think? I don't know. It's my first vagina. It looks, what is it? Looks like a firework wrapped in roast beef.
I like how they're writing, how they're fixing to go at it, and then fucking one guy kicks the door in, and he's all, "Please don't kill us. We're fixing to have sex."
That's great.
It's a good parody for sure.
It's bloody brilliant. Liam Neeson is fantastic as the fucking bad guy.
Yeah.
Because he's actually scary in that film. They don't, like, he's a little funny, but they don't try to make him funny. They make him, like, intimidating. And I think that's...
I like Seth MacFarlane in that movie as well. He's like, there's a cute relationship between him and Charlize Theron, and he's like, yeah, once I lost a sheep, it snuck into a brothel and made $20. That's like...
I like how the fucking right near the end, the fucking bull fucking bore somebody, and she looks at him and she goes, "There really is a million ways to die in this fucking country, isn't there?"
Oh yeah, people die at the fair
all the time, every year.
But it's a fun movie. Probably not the smartest or the cleverest, but it's essentially a live-action Western version of Family Guy or Ted. If you like Ted, you like this.
It's no Blazing Saddles, but it's still fucking funny. Like, it's still a good
The
movie.
dream he has with the sheep masturbating.
Yeah, that shit was fucking hysterical.
Fucking weird. Have a mustache. Have a mustache.
The only way to make that funnier is you get Larry the Cable Guy in to sing him a serenade, right?
Oh, God.
Does he actually fix people's cable? Wait, no, I didn't mean that kind of cable. I mean proper cable TV.
Not that I'm aware of.
Like he might stop by your house and use your restroom and drop some cable, but
Drop
Guys.
some puppies off at Auschwitz.
Speaking of weird westerns, right? Did you guys have the Milky Bar Kid in the United States?
What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't.
Milky
Yeah,
Bar
So
Kid.
basically, yeah, there's a gunfight in a town, and an albino child dressed as a cowboy arrives on a white horse and gives out white bars of chocolate to everyone and they're grand.
We had Twinkies as kids.
Nah.
He had the hat and the boots and the lasso and encourage you to eat Twinkies.
I don't like the sound of that.
No, you want to stop. You want to stop frontier violence. You send an albino child in with white chocolate to pacify the fucking populace of the town. The Milky Bar Kid is strong and tough, and only the best is good enough. Did you guys don't have Milky Bars over there, no?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
No.
We had white chocolate Nestle Crunch for a while though. Those were pretty good.
It was Nestle. Hang on a minute, guys. Hang on.
We had Milky Ways, which is a candy bar, but it's not Milky Bar,
Yeah.
it's Milky Way.
It's not white chocolate though. You guys have Milky Ways in friggin' Ireland.
Yeah, we do. Yeah,
You got it.
smart old Blue, he took the Milky Way. He's looking for a chocolate treat, fluffy and light. Something for your appetite. Yeah.
But is it true that like they don't really care for American chocolate and candies in Ireland?
Fuck no. No, we love American stuff. We love Reese's Pieces and fucking Reese Cups and
I thought
there's other
that,
American candy we have over here.
Airheads.
I thought like in the UK and in Ireland they didn't like American chocolates and stuff, and like there was like they thought it was inferior. That's what I heard.
Do y'all have Sour Patch Kids?
Ooh, yeah.
We used to. We don't have them anymore.
You have Airheads?
No, we've Nerds.
Nerds.
Nerds are
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
great.
We have Nerds.
I like the Nerds.
What about Hershey's Cookies and Cream? Sorry, Art.
Yes. Yeah, I love that. I used to get it on my break when I was working in the department store.
Yes. Yeah.
€1.20.
Ooh. Actually, that seems kind of pricey for a candy bar. $1.20, almost
It's a big fucking
$2.
candy bar.
Yeah, for the size of candy bar he's talking about, $1.20 is cheap.
I like the Crunch bar. They're usually pretty big.
Oh yeah, Nestle Crunch.
Oh,
Big old
honest
Crunch
to God,
bar.
Art. I love the fucking Crunch bars. They were brilliant. Do you know
What
one
about-
chocolate I like but I can't eat because I've cut the top of my mouth? I've nearly gone through the palate of my Toblerones. Trying to eat a
Those are fucking
Toblerone is
great.
Oh,
I love those.
Wait,
like
you
a
said you
You guys
through
got
the top of
mounds?
your mouth?
Sorry? Ethel,
Trent?
what were you saying first?
Oh, mounds. Do you guys have mounds?
I do when I eat too much.
No, the dark chocolate and coconut.
No. We have we have Christ, what's the coconut and chocolate bars we have? Oh, for fuck.
Is it dark chocolate? Because that's like the most important thing about it.
Yeah, bollocks. And you get it in the fucking selection boxes at Christmas as well. You get mini ones. Oh. Because they're the ones that are always left behind because no one likes them here.
Wait, why? The coconut and dark chocolate. It's a delicious combination.
Yeah, people don't like coconut and dark chocolate here.
Fucking heathens.
Ugh. Fucking
I feel
coconut.
about
Bounty.
Wait,
Bounty.
Marty.
That's what they're called here
Bounty?
at Ethel. Bounty bars.
Oh, we can't call them that here because that's a paper towel here. It could be confusing.
Okay.
But wait, so is this like an Irish thing? They don't like coconuts in Ireland? Is that what it is?
Usually, yeah, I don't know why, but it's a kind of universal thing. It's like, here, give us the selection box. What's left? Oh, the Bounty sweets. Fuck off.
Oh man, I would take all
I will-
first.
I will admit, coconut is definitely an acquired taste. I love it, but I can understand some people not liking it.
I
Like-
can't reach. That doesn't reach me. I can't feel that. Like I love coconuts. They're
The thing
delicious.
is, I think it's the dark chocolate as well. The combo. Like, I like snowballs, and they're covered in coconut.
Dark
I love
chocolate's
snowball.
delicious. Dark chocolate
Yeah,
is the
but
best
not
chocolate.
with coconut, Ethel. It's just,
Oh, what?
Jimbo, I love coconuts, especially my girls. More information than we needed, but I'll go with it.
Trench.
I love you. Thank you, Junebug. Now I gotta
Trench
sing
in
it.
the private
I
chat there. I
I
linked the advert to the Milky Bar Kid if you want to watch it.
will watch we afterwards. But now, since Junebug brought it up, I gotta sing the song. I got a lovely bunch of coconuts. There they are.
There they are at the bottom of the box. No one eats them because they suck.
They can
There
send
they
them all.
are. Big one, small one, some as big as your head. Give him a twist, a flick of the wrist is what the showman said.
Send your bounty coconut bars to me via Ethel Cross, care of 13 Originals. It's P.O. Box.
Do you guys have camel balls?
No, we don't castrate camels over here.
No, they're these sweets that are called camel balls, and they're filled with like gelatin, and they're covered in coconut, and they're really sour.
No.
Okay, we call them camel balls.
Doesn't sound like anything I would want to eat.
Hold on a minute, Mark. I'll try and find.
You guys got good
What? What?
Trenchy, you're showing your eggplant to everybody during the stream?
Wait, what now?
Junebug says, speaking of things to eat, remember Trench accidentally showed his eggplant on stream.
Oh my!
Oh
He showed
my.
it to you? Like,
I must not have been here for this thing.
he usually only shows that to famous celebrities and stuff, you know? It's like an honor.
What do you mean?
You what? Scarlett Johansson's gonna be the next one who's coming after Trenchy.
He shared it to me.
Can I show you something in a screen share?
Oh,
Go for it.
Okay, I'm sharing there. I think you got to authorize it.
I like how you just had that on standby, Art. That was funny.
I keep it in my little drawer right here.
Oh my!
So you guys don't have them over there?
No.
No, we don't.
No.
You could not get away with that advert here. That would not
Why
fly.
not?
Because you got the
They're
camel.
balls. They're liquid filled. They're liquid filled.
Because they're actually there's actual camel balls there. No,
Like if it was an adult shop, like that's something you'd see in an adult shop if you're shopping for like a bachelorette party or something.
No. You can get them in any kind of sweet shop. They're like in the petrol station down near me.
No,
Yeah.
Camel balls.
Elevator and say, defrost these nuts.
What about nuts?
He's chock full of nuts.
I don't know. I went to the bathroom and I came back and people are talking about nuts and I'm very confused.
Talking about these nuts.
Camel balls. Go back and watch the stream before you came back. I did see.
Right now,
you can get them in any sweet shop. Kids love them.
Oh,
Right now, me and Jubug are having a debate on who you're going to show your thing to next. Alyssa Milano or Scarlett Johansson.
He just showed it to all of y'all on stream.
no, I didn't. I
Yes, you
don't show my dick.
Ethel saw it.
Wait, what?
Like guys, you don't know. You're not in the private chat out there watching this, but yeah, we all four of us we saw. Trenchy shared it in the private chat. It's very impressive.
What?
Very impressive.
No, I didn't.
You
Well,
know,
then whose was it, Trenchy? It was
they say
huge.
God created. God said, they say God created every man equal, but they were lying. He broke the mold with Trenchy.
No, my dick is deformed. I don't.
There's no way
No.
it could fit that much in the mold.
Listen.
It had to have broken.
He broke my ass with that mold, is what he did.
What?
Jesus.
My goodness.
No, Junebug. His is 15 and a half. According to what I hear from Cher.
What? No. What? I don't know what's happening.
Do you believe in life after love? I don't know. Someone said
Goodness.
share.
We have completely gotten off
If I
topic
could
here.
turn back time.
That's a good song, though.
If I could turn back time, I wouldn't make it about Trenchy's cock. I swear.
That's not what she said.
That's definitely what he said.
There's, by the way, link in the description to Trenchy's OnlyFans. You can see what we're going on about. It's pretty impressive.
No, I want to show people my dick. That's wrong.
You did one of those. You did one of those home molding kits, and you sent me a thing of it, though.
No, I did.
Yes, you did.
No, I want to do that.
It's a beast. I have to run that baby through the dishwasher at least once a week.
Wait, what?
Wait, Art, it actually fits in the dishwasher?
Yeah.
Well, he's got a commercial dishwasher.
The veins bulge out on it. You can feel it. Yeah. Trench, dirty bastard.
You really do need the stress card, dude.
Or he needs to remember his safe word.
Mark?
You need to see a priest.
Nah, you can't let Trenchy go see a priest.
No, maybe not.
Why not?
We'll have more
Trenchy would need to stay home.
Oh no.
Trenchy would go to confession, and the priest would, and the priest would want
The
to.
priest to be handing himself to just be.
I gotta look at the chat.
God is among us, and his dick is huge.
Huge enormous.
Cocknormous.
Oh my God, Junebug! He sent one to my girl for her birthday. We had to come up with this story on why her G-spot bursted when she used it.
But she said she could taste it.
Ollie North. Ollie North.
Yep. That's
American Dad.
This is how we know when we've covered the subject fairly well. We start molesting Trenchy.
we did good last time. We didn't.
Yeah, in
Huh?
fairness, we. Yeah, the last stream though. The last stream
Well,
was only an hour and a half though.
At this point, it's not rape; it's consensual. Okay,
No,
It's
last stream went
consensual.
longer than that.
Definitely.
My Scream 3 stream was only an hour and a half.
Well, I was talking about my stream, friggin' Sunday,
yeah.
yesterday.
That was right at 3 hours.
Yeah, we didn't molest him too bad. It was good.
Uh-oh. Who's coming after Trenchy now?
Oh no!
Oh, here we
I'm
go.
I'm
on
on
diet.
diet of Trench meat. Oh my God.
Trenchy, when did this happen?
That Margot
The
Robbie,
stream.
you
The
bastard!
stream
She's mine,
strikes
Trench.
back.
She's mine. You
I,
dick.
what? I didn't do this. I don't know what you're talking. I don't know.
I thought we were friends, Trench. You stole my woman.
We no, I don't know what's happening.
You know that's personal favorite of Marty's. Can't believe you did that.
Just
I
wait.
thought we were friends, Trench.
Samara Weaving is next on Trenchy's list.
Are you going to stop talking to Trenchy as well now? If that happens, Mark? Because I'm done with the guy. It's like he's just greedy.
What?
You're just greedy at this stage,
No.
Trench.
No, I never asked for
Look,
this.
you're one of them guys. You go after your buddy's girls just for fun, just
What?
so you can prove that you can take them.
What?
So-
No.
I know you're.
Trench, in the words of the Joker, you never rub another man's rhubarb.
Well, no. The thing is,
Never rub another
this
man's
is
rhubarb.
possible. Like, none of this would ever happen.
It is
You want to get
happening.
nuts? Let's get nuts.
No. Here's what when he has the menage a trois with Samara Weaving and Margot Robbie, then I'll stop talking to Trenchy.
No, like me naked would probably scare people away. Like that's scary.
Yeah, but for the wrong reasons. They take one look at that giant cock and go, no, I'm not. No, that's not going inside me.
No,
Look, Godzilla's attacking the city.
no, it
Gojira!
looks more like E.T. than Godzilla.
The ACU have to fucking attack us.
What?
Cockzilla is attacking the vagina.
No.
We must flee!
Well, it's
We must
deformed
be.
looking.
Trench is going to make One Night in Paris part 2.
Dear God.
Trench is going to be in the 9.5 weeks, the third sequel.
what?
Art. Fucking Trenchy's going to need 32 and a half weeks because the length of his fucking beast. You fucking mad. 9.5 would be enough time for him. Wait.
And whatever girl he has is going to need about 9.5 months because they're going to be pregnant.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
They're gonna be pregnant with one of them beard
under the
babies.
press, next to the cat, under a fucking heat lamp,
Mama,
sitting on shredded newspaper.
mama,
Wait,
Literally,
You
children.
say-
A fucking literal children.
poopy.
Ah,
because I don't know how I could produce a cat.
I should call him Mini-Me.
I shall come and meet me. 9.5 weeks, part 3, 365 days of the Trench.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Wait, is that like a 365 days of sallow joke or whatever?
The
That's
reason
what
they call
some
him trench
Or
is
the
'cause it's so
120
big.
days of
You have to
trench.
build a trench to hide from the bombardment. That's why we call him trench.
Okay. It's not called
what?
it's not called solo. It's called sex. 120 days of trench. Yep.
I don't know.
Maybe not. All right. What about the
I'm
Western that Trench was in, and he had sex with all the villagers? No, I'm just fucking around.
Are you saying he has sex with village people? Was it at the YMCA?
Yeah.
Wait,
You
what?
sly dog.
no. Trench only
I
has
didn't-
sex with the sexy ladies. He doesn't like fucking. He doesn't mess around with that kind of crack. Literally, he doesn't mess
I
around with
don't
that kind
do
of crack.
crack. Only my uncles do crack.
He does the crack of that ass. That's the crack he likes.
I don't fuck people in the ass. I haven't fucked anyone.
I said you sniffed their crack. I didn't say no. I'm just playing.
Wait, what?
Nothing.
So
I'm not
Trench,
a dog.
right?
I could get arrested
When
for
when
that.
the big cops come down and like kidnap all the babes, and you have to do a kind of Duke Nukem slash fucking John Hell slash Rowdy Piper and repopulate the earth. Who are you going to start with?
What?
He's gonna start with like wheelbarrow.
I don't even know how to do that.
Gal Gadot. You're saying that you go after a 6 foot Israeli fucking fashion model.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I'm confused.
You do realize that Gal
For
Gadot
the fall of
was
society
right?
between Palestine and Israel, Trench has to go and impregnate all the women in the region. They're airdropping him like Rambo at the start of Rambo 2. Like
Trench
he's like
just
he's like putting on a fucking headband and he's putting fucking contraceptives in his pockets and he's doing every fucking thing and like, you know, prophylactic instead of Bandalore, it's prophylactics. It's like
Wait, what
fuck was that?
where's his goat with him?
Oh, the goats are awesome.
Actually, I know.
Is it a goat that fetches soup?
I know who Trench is gonna go after. He's gonna tap Sasha Banks' ass while she's wearing her Mando gear.
Probably.
She's screaming already.
He's going to show her his dark saber. Trench is going to show your dark saber.
That's the noise they make when he like reveals himself naked to them. You hear that scream.
Yeah, they're terrified.
Yep. And then you can find him in the obituaries later because he fucks them to death.
Jesus Christ, Art! For fuck's sake, man!
What?
He
never murder anyone with my dick.
splits them in two.
That would hurt.
No, well, you didn't mean to. It was just the passion.
Wrong.
It was just that thrust. It was that thrust. It was that.
No, I'm not Superman. I don't have a dick of steel.
And then they split like a piece of firewood. And then you went, oh
you're
shit.
supposed to thrust all the way in.
Not with him. No. If he did that, he'd come out her damn mouth.
Oh, God.
What?
Shish kebab.
He'd poke her in the
Shish
brain.
kebab.
Hey, don't you know you're not supposed to go balls deep on the first time?
Wait, what? No, I
He
never.
doesn't need to have a brain, baby.
Right, lads. It's now 3:10. I'm going to bow out because it's super late, and also I can see Trenchy slowly falling to bits. So,
No.
Art, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm scratching my
What is
belly.
Art doing?
I was about to say I'm fixing to call the stream anyway. It's getting close to 3 hours.
Yeah, I'm getting worried because like, Art, hold your fucking hands up where we can see him, dude.
That was I was just scratching my belly button lint right there.
All this talk
That's
of
what,
Trenchy's
Belly
that's what it
button.
looked like. Yeah, he was scratching his
Oh, I can
belly
stay-
button.
Right, guys, I'm gonna fucking dust off because it's super late. I will see you when I see.
Oh, go.
See you
Alrighty.
later, guys. Good night.
And then I am going
Adios.
to stream.
Down.
Righty.
All right.